So this is now take 4. I'm telling you, I need an editor. So, to make a long story short, I'm not going to go on to the extent I did. We are obviously in the last hours of Capricorn. Many happy returns, Dolly Parton, who's a fantastic lady, and I'm sure a tough cookie. I think Shirley MacLaine said, filming Steel Magnolias, she said, they said one word, Shirley, to describe Dolly Parton, and she said, shrewd. She's a Capricorn baby, so am I. So there's that going on, and then we're moving into Aquarius, where Saturn and Jupiter are. So this is quite an interesting energy shift right at President-elect's inauguration. Quite interesting. So remember something, you're still not going to be able to bury away and throw away 160 million, Republicans. That's not going to happen. So I'm not shocked that they've said now they're letting, they're removing some of the actual armed forces that they found out to be Republican. Well, not everybody's going to be a Democrat. I hate to tell you, that's not the way that democracy works. You've had fights since the time immemorial in Britain and Europe and everywhere else. So anyway, what I wanted to just say is there is going to be conflict, whether they like it or not. This is not something this is going to hide, and it's part of democracy to argue. You don't want to have violence, but arguing in the state house, the House of Commons, whatever, is normal. This is not abnormal. This is about ironing out democracy and different views, trying to come to agreement, or at least, not agreement, but to agree to disagree. There's something going on here that's about control, and you're seeing it from Silicon Valley, and this is something that we will see is wrong. It won't work in the long run. There will be trouble with this. So we've got all of this going on over the next few days. Believe me, there will be conflict. It's not going to go over easy, because there are a lot of people that are just not saying who they support and what they support, and that's going to be part of the conflict. As we progress forth through the week, obviously we get into next week, we're moving further into the aspect of Mercury, stopping and then going retrograde, and then you've got the full moon in Leo. Now that has its own influence as well, because it's opposing all that's going on in Aquarius. We'll get into the new moon in Aquarius in February. We'll get into that then. But the Mercury retrograde is going to bring up a lot of stuff. There's going to be a lot of stuff go on. So everything's not going to be peachy keen. It's going to be difficult. It's not going to be an easy period of time. People are going to be held accountable. Provinces, states, Britain, Belgium, the vaccine manufacturers, like so many things are going to be held accountable. Things will come up from the past that will be canceled, as in the pipeline in Alberta. So many things are going to go wrong that they thought were all peachy keen and wonderful, and they're not going to work. So it's not really an answer to this golden dream. Neither will be a vaccine that, it's a golden dream, everything's perfect, everything's wonderful. We're in a situation that I believe is something that could flare up with little tidbits here and there continually, not unlike getting the flu. So I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical practitioner, I don't profess to be, but I've seen in readings this 75%, 75%, 75%. That usually represents to me, when seeing these things, that something is not 100%, and nor will it be. So it's just being able to be realistic, not losing sight of what you hope to achieve, still keeping yourself focused, and also coming to see me. I might as well throw that in there. So anybody that's international, which I've been very busy internationally, it is $100, and that is US. So it is $100 for the reading, and the consultation is more because I have to go and get a calling card, etc., 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 and I pay with my plan more money to have North America. So this is one of the things that attaches itself to that. With anybody that's here, that's in the province of Ontario, or Canada for that matter, it is $100 for the general reading, that is the main reading, and it is $13 HST. And then if you're having the shorter, catch-up reading, it is $70, and it is $9.10 HST. So anyway, I wish everybody the best. You just got to keep going. I've been making a bet. I've stopped that now because I started to gain weight. So, you just do something you're excited about. There's auctions online. There's all kinds of things. I want to get into a workout class online. We can do so many things. We just got to keep going. That's the bottom line. And when I hear people sliding into this state of depression, I ask them, what was it you were running from before? that you're now forced to accept. You heard it here first.